The Black Ops 7 beta starts in less than 24 hours, and in this video we're going to cover everything you need to know about the Black Ops 7 beta, from dates to how to get access to all of the info and rewards you need. So let's dive right in. The Black Ops 7 closed beta starts on October 2nd at 10 AM Pacific and 12 Central. As well as if you look at this map right here, I'll have showed all the regional time zones across the world, showing when the beta will start for you based on your time zone. Now, I'll talk about in a minute how to get access to the closed beta, but for right now, let's talk about the open beta. This is when anyone can hop in and play for free. You don't have to pre-order the game or anything. The open beta starts on October 5th at 10 Pacific and 12 Central, same times as before, with the same map showing you the regional start times. Now, these betas are going to run from October 2nd until October 8th, giving you almost a week to try out the game. But if you want access to that closed beta, you want to be able to play 3 days early, then there are currently 3 ways to get access. The first way is to actually pre-order the game. If you pre-order the game, you'll get instant access to the beta and be able to play it the second that it releases. The other way is if you already have an Xbox Game Pass subscription, or if you pick one up in the next couple days, you will get access to the closed beta completely for free just for having an Xbox Game Pass subscription. And the last way is to get an exclusive beta code from one of the many streamers or Call of Duty YouTubers giving out beta codes. And speaking of which, here's a beta code for one of y'all. Now, what do you need to know about playing the beta in Black Ops 7? Well, the beta is only going to give you access to 2 game modes. You're going to be able to play multiplayer or zombies, and zombies has a little bit of a caveat. It will only run from October 3rd to October 6th and be on the one survival map, Van Dorn Farm. Now, personally, this map looks incredibly cool to me. It's that kind of classic Call of Duty Zombies feel and really has the environmental lighting and storytelling that goes along with it, but the map is spoiler-free. This is the only zombies map you'll be able to play until release, and again, it only runs for 3 days, so get in while you can. Now, multiplayer is where the beta really shines. So let's start by talking about the maps available in both closed and open beta, the game modes, and then everything you need to know about loadouts, unlocks, score streaks, and the rewards for hitting the level cap. Let's talk about the maps you're going to see in the beta. Now, during the closed beta, you're only going to see 4 maps, and during the open beta, we're actually going to be expanded up to 6 maps. Now, the first map is the Forge, a Japanese center for kind of industry and development. A lot of different companies are based out of this, but more importantly, the map itself has lots of moving color and walls, and along with the new wall jumps, it offers a unique style of gameplay. Now, on the other hand, there's the Cortex, which is a cliffside research facility that I'm going to be exploring very heavily for campaign implications and kind of trying to figure out why the hell there are bodies in test tubes and why there is a dissection chamber for the dead bodies. But anyways, next map is Exposure, which is set in Australia, and maybe we might run into a few kangaroos there, but it looks like a pretty cool map. And the last closed beta map is Imprint. Now, Imprint is a really interesting map. It's kind of set on a mountain, and there's a snowy technology development facility with some great spots for wall jumps. Now, right in the center of the map, it appears that there is an area that you have to do a wall jump to get over it, but otherwise, it's still a typical 3-lane Call of Duty fashion. Can't wait to actually see what this one's like, but I'm not sure about Imprint of all the maps so far. Now, and we're getting 2 more maps for the multiplayer on top of the 4 we already have. The first is Toshin, the site of a train crash in Tokyo with lots of interesting sight lines and kind of different things and obstacles to move around. With it appears 2 to 3 floors of buildings you can actually get up and run up into. And the other map we're getting in the closed beta is Blackheart, a new map that has important campaign ties according to what developers told us in the Call of Duty Next event. I'm personally going to dive into this map a little bit, try to kind of look around and see what I can find out. But now Blackheart is apparently kind of one of the favorite maps from everyone I've talked to who went to the Call of Duty Next event, so I'm highly suspecting that this is going to be a map that everyone loves. But let's talk about game modes. As far as game modes go, we're getting Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, and Overload. Overload is the new game mode this year, similar to Search and Destroy, but with unlimited respawns, and the first team to reach a score of 8 overloads wins. And you switch sides after one team hits 4 overloads. You carry the overload device into the zone, overload it, you get a point. And these will be the only game modes for multiplayer though, closed and open beta. We're not getting more with this kind of second update when the open beta happens. So real quick, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and subscribing down below, it really helps get this information out to a lot more people and kind of get it spread among the community and helps people out. And also it really helps out me personally by getting this video shown to more people, but only do it if you're comfortable with it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Call of Duty, at launch of Black Ops 7's beta, there will be a zombies and multiplayer training mode for you. Specifically, I think this is a great opportunity to kind of hop in. I think everyone should do the training mode, especially with this year's new Omnimovement, considering that there's no tactical sprint and there is wall jumps of up to 3 wall jumps in succession. I really think everyone kind of needs to jump into the training section for multiplayer at least and figure out how the wall jumps work and how their playstyle is going to fit into this year's Call of Duty title, considering it allows more options for playstyles and kind of removes the height advantage. Now, quick note on the wall jump, talked to some people who were at the event. Wall jumps are great for kind of bouncing off a wall and getting some good forward momentum or getting height, because if you can get into a corner and do a wall jump, you can jump off one wall onto the other and be able to get real high height advantage over someone who might have the high ground on you. But some people have been able to get pretty high up with the wall jumps. It's something that we're only gonna be able to test out in the beta. I'm personally very excited for this, but let's talk about loadouts. Loadouts are the next section we need to talk about because there are some big important changes. So when talking about loadouts, Black Ops 7's loadout menu is made up of a primary weapon, secondary weapon, melee, tactical, lethal, field upgrade, your perks, your combat specialty, and wildcard. Now, a lot of this should look familiar to last year, except the biggest changes this year come in the form of these 3 specific things. The first is wildcards. Wildcards have been a staple to the Black Ops franchise for as long as the Black Ops franchise has been around. And this year, Call of Duty has put a big emphasis on wildcards, with them being very important to buffing your playstyle in Black Ops 7, giving you bonuses to your playstyle, and we know that there's actually going to be 9 total wildcards at launch of the game. I'm not sure if all 9 will be in the beta. We really don't have that much information yet, but the second most important thing is combat specialties. These are new small buffs to your character based on your perks you pick. You're basically guaranteed a combat specialty as long as you pick 2 perks of the same color: red, green, or blue. Now, the combat specialties for 2 reds and a blue or 2 blues and a red gets you the Scout specialty, which hides you on the minimap for 5 seconds after you get a kill and resets every time you get a kill. Kind of helps you stay off the radar. Now, for 2 greens and a red, or 2 reds and a green, you get the Tactician specialty, giving you a bonus score for every kill you get for 10 seconds after you get an assist. So if you get an assist first for the next 10 seconds, you get bonus score. But it only works if you get an assist first. Now, for 2 blues and a green, or 2 greens and a blue, you get the Operative Specialty bonus, which gives you faster field upgrade charge time for suppressed or silent kills, like with a knife or execution. I personally think that this is one that not a lot of people are going to really use. We might see it used in the Call of Duty League this year, but otherwise, not expecting too much from this one. However, we'll also be getting the 3 specialties we saw from last year, with having all perks of the same color. So having 3 perks of the same color, such as all red, will give you the Enforcer specialty, which increases your health regeneration and movement speed for a few seconds after you get a kill. The all green specialty is the Strategist specialty, giving you more score for completing objectives in multiplayer and faster equipment usage, so you can throw grenades faster or throw down your trophy system or whatever it is. This also is being added to allow you to see enemies nearby for a few seconds on respawn. Now, they have said in the blog for this that it's going to be within a certain range. They didn't detail what that range is, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty small, like about 10-15 feet. Just a heads up on that one. Now, the last perk package is the blue package, otherwise known as the recon package. When you respawn, you will see an indicator of the closest enemy on your minimap. You leave behind no skulls when killing enemies, and your HUD will pulse when an enemy is nearby but outside your field of view. Now, specialties is kind of important, but the last thing that defines loadouts this year is overclocks. While we will not see any overclocks in the beta, it's important to know about these because they allow you to improve and overclock your equipment to help your playstyle. It allows you to pick one of 2 options to overclock your gear, giving you small upgrades to lethal and tactical grenades, score streaks, or field upgrades, allowing you to adjust them for your playstyle and slightly modify how they work. Now, the last thing to talk about is the beta rewards. In Black Ops 7's beta, you will get a beta tester emblem, a new victory pose, a new weapon sticker, weapon charm, 2 player skins, one of which is only available to people who hit level 20 in the beta and have pre-ordered Black Ops 7. You have until the 8th to make that decision, so just keep that in mind. You also get the Beta Survivor loading screen, a calling card, and an exclusive Beta Survivor blueprint when you hit level 30. The beta starts soon, so get ready. I'll see you out there. Subscribe for more, and until next time, I am IceBurgz. Stay frosty.